How
Go
many
ahead.
you can answer in
All right,
10
I'll be
minutes?
quick.
Okay, ready? Number one, who did you look up to as a child?
Scientists like Einstein.
Wow. What three words best describe you?
Learner, reader, teacher.
What's the craziest idea you ever had and actually acted on it?
Dropping out of school.
Wow. What's your favorite thing to do in your spare time?
Other than reading, I love to play tennis. I love to play bridge. Those are my two big hobbies.
Okay, sports. What's one weird or peculiar thing about you? Skip?
That I stay up too late, because I'm reading something interesting, and the next day I think, oh, why didn't I go to bed earlier? I should have more discipline.
Okay. So, what wish would you make on your 100-year birthday? 100-year birthday.
I hope my brain is still working.
Okay. What are you most curious about?
I'm very curious about artificial intelligence.
What's the definition for success?
Whether the people close to you love you and feel that you've supported them.
Here's a long question. Many Chinese often see programmers as guys wearing glasses and checked shirts who always stay in and start a romantic relationship late. Do you see yourself like that?
Well, I was kind of a nerdy guy. I wasn't good at talking to girls. My social skills were late in developing, if they ever did. So yeah, maybe.
Okay. If you can switch one day with anyone, who would it be?
I think there's, people who live very interesting lives, but, I don't really think I'd switch place with anyone. If it was just for a day, it'd be fascinating to see, what it'd be like to be good at different things. But in general, I feel I'm, the luckiest person there is.
Okay, that's the answer. What would you do if you can go back and be a 20-year-old again?
Well, I guess I'd work on AI.
Okay. You're the richest guy in the world, so there are so many questions relating to money. Any pressure from having so much money?
Well, there's a responsibility to give it back in a smart way. There's sometimes the visibility. I worry that my children get kind of a distorted experience of people coming up to me or expecting them to be a certain way. But overall, I feel very, very lucky to have the chance to give it away.
What does money mean to you?
Well, we save lives for less than $1,000 per life saved. So it means that I get to give bigger budgets to the great people who work at the foundation.
Okay. How much cash do you bring with you when you go out, usually?
A few hundred, nothing special.
Okay. Do people often come to you to borrow money?
No.
Okay. What will you do if you lose all the money one day?
I'd find a job.
Okay.
Maybe I could write software.
Here are some questions about your views on family and friendship. What quality in a person do you value most?
Loyalty.
Loyalty. Who is your best friend?
Other than my wife, I'd say Warren Buffett.
Okay, cool. So when you are distressed, you will share with your friends or family members?
Oh, probably family.
Where and when did you meet your wife for the first time? Still remember?
Yeah, I certainly remember that. We met at a Microsoft dinner in New York.
How did you propose to Melinda?
Oh, pretty conventional, on my knee.
Okay. Do you wish that your kids can carry on doing what you do?
No.
Why?
Well, they'll have their own abilities. It's not a dynasty, their skills, their interests, their fathers shouldn't determine what they do, and I'm glad they didn't, choose to do software like I did. I think one will probably be a doctor, one will be through policy, each their own thing.
But I heard that you did